Welcome to Swegon workshop on understanding of the HVAC performance. My name is Petra Vladykova Bednarova and I'm from Swegon. This is Ian Knight from Cardiff University, UK, Wales, UK. And we have John Woollett, my colleague and former colleague from Swegon and Zane now today.
This is what we've got ready for you today, the legislation. We're then going to go through some framework aspects of how you might want to put maybe some energy legislation and monitoring in place. We're looking at how you might want to implement that and what these reports and impacts, what are the impacts of these reports that you're actually putting into place? How do they make a difference? And then, with your help, we're going to need to put a summary together, because at the end of every single CLIMA workshop, somebody has to sit down, put pen and paper together. Yes, we do have the legislation in place, okay? And one of my concerns is, how do we get that legally accountable? How do we make sure in EPBD, which it seems like we have some sort of comment that sub-optimization is happening, is causing problems with the energy-related product and the lots systems. But how do we then make sure, if we have this overarching, how does the building work as a system? How do we get accountability for that? Now, I'd like to come back to that question at the end, because I would like to try and get some sort of ideas on paper of how we might try and get accountability. And I also want to see if maybe some of the information that Ian's going to show in a moment will adjust your opinion on that as well, and how that might be possible.
You know how to make these things work, and you may have brand new techniques and experiences which you know will work in practice, but they don't fit into the legislation as it's currently framed, or that it will require using products which you can't yet use because they're not certified, or nobody can prove that they will do what they're supposed to do within the overall operation of the building. And I think this is what we're looking to do here, which is to say, how do we move the game on from being about you must do this to using the data that is now available? So what I'll show you is a physically based framework that we've used, and this is literally, it's based on meters, assets, components, spaces, activities, areas. Okay, everything that you can go into a room and see and touch, and it's not modeled, and it uses real data to underpin it. So the questions are, is this the correct basis? And the second one is, are we just falling into the same trap that we've been falling in for some time? The real questions are, is there a competitive advantage manufacturers, consultants, etc. can exploit? Because if there's no market, you're unlikely to do it. How will it impact design and operation of new and existing buildings and services? And are we missing anything? So the final discussion is, without operationally low energy services, we're never going to get to our near zero energy buildings. Do we have the tools? Are we given what we need from legislation in order to do our part in getting there? What tools are we missing? What do you need? And what would you like?